Yo, it is 4:52 p.m. Thursday, September 25th, and welcome to the third day in a row where I get no trade. This is amazing, fucking amazing. Yeah. So, excuse me, no trade, and let's take a look at the particular reason why. So coming into the day, obviously we take a look at the 4 hour. We're still bearish, coming off of how we were yesterday. So I mean, this alone was enough for me to want to not have anything wanting to do with buys and sell. Market maker buy, market maker sell. But yeah, taking a look at the 15-minute, we were just basically in a sell model. Oh shit, my bad. Just completely a sell model. I mean, look at how much sell side we ran overnight. Look, all of this got ran. So I'm not looking for buys. I'm like, what you want? Some lemon with your water, sir? To NQ. Like, no, I'm good. Sales is, I was fully convicted. Fully like set on shorts. I wanted nothing with longs. So we had 8:30 news. Not shittiest, but a very shitty news candle. Just stayed within this internal range, and market open. We just immediately dump. We dump off and we leave behind a couple gaps, a couple 5-minute gaps. And what I was looking for here was a continuation model to these FOMC lows, which were pretty far, 180 points away. So we get a retest of this 5-minute, and then we had this 3-minute gap. Lovely. I was 100% ready to execute on this, but as you can see, we were just so close to inversing it, failed these 2 times, and then I was just good. I really wanted it on this candle, was willing to take it on this candle. After that, it just never gave hope of inversing. So that was the pivot point that we just started climbing up, and we just shot up. When we're shooting up, we never got any form of an inverse, any form of a retracement, any form of anything. So on these legs up, we left behind 2 15-minute gaps and a 5-minute gap, and we never got a retest of it. So, oh, my bad, over here. We left behind, 2 15-minute gaps. We didn't get a retest till 11. By that, I was ready to call it a day. Like, by like 10:45, I was really ready to call it a day. So let's take a look at the 5-minute. You see, 5-minute gap, no retrace. 5-minute gap, no retrace. 5-minute gap, no retrace. And it was about, once we inversed the 15-minute gap originally, was when I was like, okay, I'm willing to take longs once we inverse this and started displacing higher, but we never got that continuation entry. And then at the end of the session, towards the end of the session, we left behind this 5, and we also left behind we left behind this 15, and then let me mark it out. I didn't have it marked out. And then this 5 just under. Why isn't it letting me click on it? All right, so we left behind the 15 and the 5. As you can see, the 15's right here. Let me just mark that out too, just so we don't get confused. But with this 15-minute, we wanted to target it as far as this. Why isn't it letting me? As far as this mechanical setup goes, so we had the SMT with this mech right here, and Will got in on this, and a couple of the other guys got in on this, and it got stop rated. Why did it get stop rated? There was a 15-minute gap above. Now it was 10:43, and I was just like, after seeing the way price was moving today, just straight dump, McDonald's pump. I was like, I was good. I didn't want to be a part of price action. I was just like, I wanted a continuation more so. And then even when longs looked presentable, we still never got that continuation. So at that point, I was like, no, like we never even had hope of anything. So I was good. The fact that it's closer to 11, obviously we're going to see less of a discretionary setup and more of a mechanical setup, which is what occurred here. So let's take a look at this. The 1 minute, it's honestly not a bad meg. We had the 15-minute below, and it would have been targeting the 5-minute for, let's see, I believe it was like 1 to 3 RR, 1 to 4. Good risk, good RR for a mechanical model. We had the SMT, we had the 2 buy side targets, because if we take a look at this leg, I mean, we left behind enough gaps to where price needs to be rebalanced. Price needs to rebalance all of this. So with the SMT and the gap down, it makes sense. However, the problem was this 15-minute resting above. Let me move this. This was the problem. The reason why I got stop hunted was because of this 15-minute right here resting above. So what does price do? Immediately displaces up. Drake candles up. Taps into that 15-minute. Now this is a protected high. This mechanical setup is a better setup than excuse me, than this one. because this is a protected high as we tapped into this gap. So if this one, it would have taken a while, honestly, to get tagged in. But we hadn't would have set a limit. We didn't take this internal low, and we would have gotten tagged in right here, seen a lot of drawdown, and then ultimately price would have delivered for 1 to 2 RR. I mean, at this point, we see this. I didn't realize this gap until I checked later. In the moment, I didn't realize that the gap was right here. But I seen this. I didn't take it. Seen everybody get stopped out. I'm like, yeah, it's really time to just head out for the day, call it a day. And then sorry, I just got a text from Bella. She said, "Get baby Jazz." Let's see what she said. Bella said, "Get baby Jazz. He's the top comment." Oh, baby Jazz is wallin'. But yeah, so this being a protected high is a way better entry than this one. Granted, we would have had to wait a minute to get limited, but it didn't take this internal low, so that's good. But yeah, as I was saying, I believe I was at the part where I lost my train of thought, but yeah, I was done after this. I seen this get stopped out. I didn't realize this gap until after, when I checked the charts again in the afternoon. Who's at the front door? My bad. A lot of distractions going on right now. Oh, it's the mail. But yeah, I need to be able to recognize these things. Like, I can't lose focus. I need to see that there was a 15-minute gap laying just above. There's no reason why it takes me to the afternoon to see this thing. And that's what I've been saying for so long now, that it's about recognizing and recognition of these little details that are going to be the details that push me forward. This is one of them. This is a mistake I made today. This is probably one of my biggest mistakes I made today. Granted, I wasn't in the trade, but still, I want to be able to see these things. I don't want to miss out. Market's close. But let's say I did take the trade, I would have been really upset with myself because I didn't see this. I didn't see this gap, which we were just so close to. Thankfully, I didn't take the trade, but I still wish I would have seen this gap. And this mech would have been 10 times better, and I probably would have been more willing to take it had I seen that this was a protected high tapping into this 15-minute targeting the one below, being as though price, the whole leg, that long-ass leg, needed to be rebalanced. I learned it's the little things, bro. It's the details. Thankfully, at least I'm able to pick up on it now rather than just not seeing it at all. But I want to be able to pick up on it in the moment. It matters most in the moment, not right now. Not at 4:59. It matters at 10:49. That's when it matters most. But other than that, let's just hopefully tomorrow we just get a good setup, because it's 3 days in a row. Couldn't see it. 3 days in a row. No entries. And I want to see an entry. I want to see a clear setup. I do need to work on my discretion still and still building that, but it's coming together. I'm able to see more things. I'm able to, avoid taking these riskier, low probability setups and seek these high probability setups with correct risk. And yeah, just going to go over my weekly reflection tomorrow. Set new goals for the next week tomorrow. And yeah, so far we haven't been able to take a trade on the fund it because just no entry, no clear setup, no good setup. No News Monday was the only good setup. So tomorrow, let's hope for the best. I got a good feeling right here. I said that the other day and it never played out, but I got a good feeling right here about tomorrow. And I've been thinking this whole week about Friday. So yeah, till tomorrow, remember, like I always say, set goals, because those little goals are the steps to your biggest goals that you are going to accomplish, that you will accomplish. So yeah, till tomorrow. Peace, love, positivity.